On this edition of Titans All Access, we sat down with two-time Pro Bowler Brett Kern to get his secret to becoming a star after 30. Titans Radio's Dave McGinnis goes beneath the surface to explain why Titans play action can be deadly for opponents. Eddie George and Ray Lewis together as friends. Wyatt's World takes a visit to Arrington Vineyards to see for himself. We get the inside scoop on the new look for the Titans cheerleaders. General Manager John Robinson starts to give us a peek ahead to September's final weekend as Titans All Access starts right now.
He's sacked! Taken down by Wesley Woodyard. Throws in the end zone. Man is there. Touchdown, Titans! Touchdown, Titans! An extra period, but the Titans get it done again.
Throw your hands up in the sky.
What an amazing ride we had together. You are the 12th man. You won so many games because of you. Opposing teams were intimidated because you created so much noise. I thank all of you, and I love you. Thank you. And to Steve McNair, my brother warrior, leader, heart of a lion, tough, courageous, relentless, compassionate, country strong, the man, the legend. Rest in power, Steve. Love you.
It was a really special halftime ceremony, the retirement of the numbers of Eddie George and Steve McNair. Pretty great way for us to begin this edition of Titans All Access with Amy Wells. I'm Mike Keith. You were down there and saw it.
I was trying really hard not to cry. I was not at all successful, but what a special time for both of those guys.
It was really amazing, as Eddie George especially taking center stage with the fans getting so excited, and just good stuff all the way around as the Titans and the fans have the special moment with the retirement of those numbers.
You know, the Tennessee Titans really have a strong tradition of great running backs.
Oh, it's true. I mean, Eddie George started it, and then I can hit some guys like Chris Brown, Travis Henry, Lindale White, and then obviously you go to Chris Johnson, and then from there to the modern day with Derrick Henry. So yeah, we've had some really good running backs in 20 plus years of the Tennessee Titans.
But what about other positions? There are other special positions.
The other one that really jumps out to me right off the bat, though, is actually punter. If you can believe that, because we had what I thought was the best punter in the game in Craig Hentrick for years. And after Reggie Hodges was here for just a brief moment, he's followed by Brett Kern. And Brett Kern's been the punter for 10 years now, and he may be even better than Craig Hentrick.
It's possible. The man is a Pro Bowler.
He is a Pro Bowler, and he's gotten better after 30. Some people do that. It happens sometimes. Let's ask Brett Kern how he's done it with age in this week's Nissan Insider. Brett Kern, good to get a little rest this weekend when you're 33 years old.
I'm still spring chicken. No.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, to most of us you are, but as a player, you're a little older, but as a kicker, you're middle-aged?
Middle-aged, yeah.
Especially considering like Vinatieri.
I know, well, yeah, he's an exception. I don't think many guys can play that long. You know, for every Vinatieri, there's, a bunch of guys that can't make it that long. But yeah, there's some older guys in the league that we're hanging on, and just feel like you get more comfortable out there each year, and you take care of your body, being around Ryan and kind of all the things that he does in the weight room. Just take care of your body, and you get more confident each year that you're out there, and you just go play.
Punters and kickers can go into their 40s, though, especially in this day and time. Do you hope to go into your 40s?
Oh, I don't know. I just try to take it year by year. What's happened in the past is the past, and focused on this year and doing the best that I can to help our team win games and control field position.
You're very cognizant of your conditioning, and that's something that you have developed, which you think is a reason that you have gone to 2 Pro Bowls in a row. When you get to this point in September, where are you physically, and what are you trying to do during the course of the week to get ready for a game?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of use training camp in the preseason to find that routine. Once week 1 starts, we're into a really solid routine of what we do Monday through Friday leading up, what we do on Saturday to get ready for the game. So we're in a really, really good routine. It's clockwork. Once your body gets on that routine, you're ready to roll. So there's no surprises or anything like that.
So you got a couple extra days this weekend. You won't have a pizza somewhere?
No, I will, for sure.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
you've got to treat yourself, right? That's important in all of this.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend for sure we'll probably order a pizza, have a little movie night at our house. We love doing that. Kids love. We have a theater in our basement, and to bring the pizza down there and to watch the movie is something really cool. So, it's great to get some time. 3 weeks. Get into the season, you get started, but knowing that our bye week's later in the year, it's nice to get a little weekend break.
So to wrap up, when you are referred to as 2-time Pro Bowler Brett Kern, are you used to that yet?
No, I don't. I don't think I'll get used to that till I'm retired. Just because those 2 Pro Bowls, like I said, happened in the past. They're 17, 18, and this is a different year. Never want to take them for granted. It'll be something that I'll enjoy, later after I'm done. But I'm focused on this year, and like I said, trying to help our team win.
You have any special plans to get away this weekend?
Not really. I think I'm just going to do some napping.
Napping is good. Napping is good. But we're not napping on this edition of Titans All Access. Oh, no. The general manager, John Robinson, is here next. Stay tuned.
No one naps when he's around.
No. Joined on Titans All Access by General Manager John Robinson. Now, Brett Kern, your 2-time Pro Bowl punter, was just here with us on the show. And it leads me to 2 questions that I have for you about Brett Kern. Since you've been the general manager, this guy's continued to improve. So what do you like so much about Brett Kern as your punter, and where do you see the improvement that he's made since 2016?
Well, I mean, I think he's a great teammate. He's great in the locker room. He's a leader on this football team, and he's really a weapon for us when you get into the strategic component of the game. His ability to change field position. If he gets an extra 10 or 15 yards on a punt, that's another first down that the opposing offense has to try to get. Or if he knocks it down inside the 10 or 5 yard line, that puts a strain on a play caller, because he really doesn't have the whole play call sheet. He's got to be very mindful of where he's out on the field. So having Brett and his ability to do that, it's paramount for our team.
You played Thursday night in Jacksonville, so this is like a mini bye. Brett mentioned he's going to spend some time with his family. What do you hope the players do during this extra time off in September?
Well, I think that's a start. That should be priority 1. Is spend time with your family. Allow your body to recover and heal up. It was a long training camp. We're off to the fast start here in the season. So get some rest, but be ever mindful. Stay in that playbook.
I know you're going to stay in football season because that's what you do. Do you and the personnel staff go out this weekend for a little extra college scouting, or do you do a deep dive into the Titans and other NFL teams, or do you do some of both?
I think it's a little bit of both. We'll get going on the college guys. Our scouts are out on the road now. They're hitting games. I've been to a couple myself. So certainly being mindful of preparation for the 2020 draft, but also preparing for our next opponent and taking a look at what we're doing as well.
Your next opponent, the Atlanta Falcons, and I know we're going to talk about them next week on Titans All Access, but have you peeked ahead to the Falcons at all? Can you give us some hints?
Yeah, I got a lot of good players on both sides of the ball. It starts with the quarterback, Matt Ryan. He's a really, really good player, premium player in this league. They got weapons on offense. They're fast on defense. Dan runs an attacking style, so we'll have our work cut out for us for sure.
And Julio Jones, that wide receiver, I've heard about him. It seems like he's a pretty good player.
He's one of the best to ever play the position. He's big, he's fast, he's physical, can make plays down the field, can make plays in traffic, great with the ball in his hands. He's a great weapon for that offense.
I've talked to a lot of Titans fans who are planning to go to Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I've never been. Any intel you can give me and the fans about Mercedes-Benz Stadium that they need to know? Hard place to play?
It's in Atlanta. That's about all I know. I haven't been there either. It's probably one of the premium venues in this country though for football. Hosted the Super Bowl. So we're excited to go down there and tee it up.
Welcome back to Titans All Access. Mike, have you noticed that some of the biggest pass plays for the Tennessee Titans have come off the play action?
True. Yes.
Why has that been so successful?
I have no idea. I'm just the broadcaster.
Well, you know we planned for that. Dave McGinnis is here, and he is going to go beneath the surface, showing us why the play action has been so successful.
Hey guys, this is Coach David McGinnis, color analyst for Titans Radio. It's time to go beneath the surface. It's 1st and 10 here on the minus 19-yard line. Arthur Smith continues to show the game plan that he put together. He has already frustrated the Cleveland Browns. They've moved Myles Garrett from the right side now to the left side to get him away from constant chipping. And the chip, you can see, they've moved Jonnu Smith outside to get a man-zone declaration. Once they get a man-zone declaration, now they bring Jonnu in to be able to chip on Olivier Vernon over here on the left side. Jack Conklin is now able to handle Myles Garrett by himself up here on the right side. You can see off the play action fake, Derrick Henry does a tremendous job keeping his eyes on the second level defense, makes a really nice block that allows Marcus to get a throw off to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown puts a tremendous move, stick move to the outside, makes Denzel Ward turn completely around. Marcus delivers a perfect pass on time on a shallow dig route. Now he takes over. You can see the strength with the stiff arm right here at the 35-yard line. Davis does a really, really smart job making a drive-by block here, not peeling back, which is illegal this year, but just shielding, making a drive-by block. A.J. Brown now is using his speed, his size, makes another move on the post safety. This is a huge play. And also, Jonnu Smith has hustled all the way down the field. This is a tremendous team play. Watch Jamil Douglas all the way down the field. This is an offensive guard completely down the field at the end of this long run. You can see the team hustle on this play that ends in a 51-yard gain for the Tennessee Titans offense. Tremendous team football.
Good stuff from Coach Mack, as usual. Now we're going to go beneath the surface of the Eddie George-Ray Lewis relationship.
That was pretty well done,
Thank
Mike.
you. This one stuns everybody, including our own Jim White, who had to see for himself how these bitter rivals could become great friends. Eddie George did a lot of things last week in advance of his number being retired, but maybe the most interesting, a sit down in Williamson County with his good friend Ray Lewis, and Jim White takes us there via Wyatt's World.
How were you able to turn it on and off? How do you think both?
I don't think it was ever off.
Yeah.
I don't think it was ever off.
Arrington Vineyards was host to the next Eddie George-Ray Lewis battle, but as you can see, it was hardly a battle. It was a night of cigars, cocktails, and conversation, amazing conversation between former adversaries who now consider one another great friends, and that friendship emerged from their respect on the field.
One day I want to pull out our film from the first moment we started playing against each other, and I'm willing to put it up against any battle in professional sports.
I was very aware of Ray, period. The most fierce competitor I've ever played against. It was a completely different approach than any other player or any other team that I had to take. It's crazy to say it because he was my fiercest rival. He caused me a lot of fits, a lot of heartache.
Yeah.
One of the toughest losses I've ever had in my career was against Baltimore in 2000.
His legacy goes far beyond the football field. The one thing that I respect about him the most is not his football intelligence, was not his football prowess, but his relentless spirit.
You came through, man. Oh my God. What's man. Up? Always, man. Love you, man. I love you, boy.
Eddie George will be back in this show with a special trip to East Nashville High School. But when Titans All Access continues, a new direction and a new look for the Tennessee Titans cheerleaders. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Titans All Access. You may have noticed that the Tennessee Titans cheerleaders have new uniforms this season, but the new look and feel of the 2019 Titans cheer squad goes so much deeper than just new clothes.
We want to consistency of the program. We wanted an identity of the program. We wanted to be able to say, this is who the Tennessee Titans cheerleaders are.
I love how many components we have of ours that also favor the players' uniforms.
The choreography this year is just amped up. There's more fire behind it.
We were looking to work a program that would help them feel more confident and also more fit.
I think the guys are a great addition. They're phenomenal athletes, and I love that they bring that new dynamic and really let us reach new heights during game day. I actually approached Hillary regarding trying to figure out the best way to keep us fit the entire season. It was a little tricky because, again, you have a dancer role, which needs to focus on flexibility, leg strength, cardio. You have the base role, which needs to focus on physically pick someone up, catch them, and then our flyers, which need a lot of core strength to be able to hold their positions up in the air.
So our main focus this year has been essentially increasing aerobic capacity so that on game day, we can hit these routines, we can recover, and then we can hit another routine, recover, and hit another routine.
The one thing I think Amy wanted to do was bring more dynamic performance to game day.
Okay, so y'all practice your clap really quick. Practice that part, and I want to see you go down on the knee at the same time. I'm always looking for the next new thing and how we can wow the crowd. 5, 6, 7, 8, head front, and a hip, and a hip, and a hip.
She's done a phenomenal job really focusing again, not only on that lower level fan group, but the club level, the upper level, making sure that everyone has that great game day vision. And it's something that you really need to come see for yourself because it is just such an impressive feat, and I am mind blown by them every day.
TTC4L! So last year, we had the opportunity to go through the rebranding process with the players' uniforms, and we thought now was a great time to do the same thing with the cheer program.
Making sure we added the sword on the shoulder, adding the 3 stars on the back. Those were all kind of tributes to Miss Amy Adams-Strunk and her new players' uniform.
Oh, we got hot stuff! This is gorgeous. Love the tri-star.
The big things that I really wanted to work on and look towards was, since we do have these flyers and these bases now, we needed a uniform for both males and females.
We are so ready to see, let our fans see what's coming this year. You guys are in for something special.
We've got some amazing young ladies and men that do some amazing things away from being just Titans cheerleaders that we wanted to be able to highlight.
This year, we have each cheerleader given the opportunity to have one appearance that they choose of their doing to go out in the community, so they get to really focus on their passions, which I think is really cool.
Having male and female cheerleaders on the team brings a whole different dynamic to the program.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
With males, you have bases who can hold our top girls. You have tumblers.
I know that I will bring groundbreaking excitement, something different, something new, something for people to look forward to.
The girls get thrown up in the air. We can still dance, but we also can really show off everyone's talents as far as stunting, tumbling, dancing.
It's going to be such a great experience to be in the stadium in a seat versus at home on your television.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The Titans cheer team is definitely going to be an exciting part of games at Nissan Stadium. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, good news and good night. Stick around.
On the next Titans All Access, Jim Wyatt takes over the Nissan Insider for a conversation with defensive back Logan Ryan. Amy Wells is California dreaming in Long Beach, visiting a high school that produces NFL player after NFL player, including some current Titans stars. Titans Radio's Dave McGinnis goes beneath the surface to show us one of the Titans' big plays from Jacksonville. General Manager John Robinson breaks down the best Titans performances from the first 3 games and previews Tennessee's upcoming trip to Atlanta. All that and more on the next Titans All Access.
As we give you good Titans news to wrap up this edition of Titans All Access, it's only fitting that we turn over our program to the one and only Eddie George.
Of course.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Eddie George. I'm here at East Nashville High School. I'm about to give away some gear, helmets, tickets to the game. These kids are gonna be crazy excited. Check it out. What's up, Kings and Warriors? How y'all doing today? Amy, Adam Strunk, and the Tennessee Titans have blessed me with that opportunity, myself and Steve McNair. And we want to bless you guys today. I know that you guys get some equipment that isn't always the best. The Tennessee Titans and Campbell's Chunky's Soup want to present you with these new helmets. Gentlemen, embrace your equipment. You got the pads, you got the helmet. Hey, do your thing. Let's get a win on 3. Go ahead, man, break this down.
Win on me, win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win!
All right.
You won't hear us this weekend because there's not a game.
We'll be napping.
We'll be napping. But Titans Radio's back on the air Monday night at 6 Central for the Mike Vrabel Show and Tuesday night at 6 Central for Titans Tonight. So if you want to find out about the ball club, tune in to your local Titans radio station Monday at 6 Central and Tuesday at 6 Central. For Amy Wells, who'll be napping,
Yep.
I'm Mike Keith. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.